Okay, in this video lecture, we're going to talk about coding procedures of the skin. And again, these are all codes that are found in tables 0H0 through 0H6. And some of the root operations that you'll see in table 15.1 include such things as alteration, change, destruction, division, excision, extirpation, extraction, insertion, replacement, reposition, and others. Let's take a look at those tables. And here they are. You can see the first three characters, 0H0. And again, these tables run through 0HX, right? And note here, and I'll just talk from here as opposed to going back to the slides, we have the first three characters. That's the easy part. The next part is here. So with these 0H0, right, third character being 0, as is the case here, it's an alteration. If it's an X, as it is here, it's a transfer. Now we have the fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. And just like the other procedures, we have the body part. In this case, since skin goes all over the whole body, it's the scalp, the face, the right ear, the left ear, and so on. The approach could be open, 0, could be percutaneous, via a natural or artificial opening, via natural or artificial opening with an endoscopic or an external. If we have a device, could be a drain, would be character 0 in the 6-character slot. If it's a radioactive element, it would be 1, and so on. And then finally, we get into qualifiers. A lot of times we really don't have qualifiers, so the 7th character would be a Z, but this chapter has a few of them. In terms of graft, it could be full thickness, could be partial thickness, it could be a myocutaneous flap, and so on. And again, of course, if there is no qualifier, it would be Z for no qualifier. And that's all I have for you. We'll see you online. Bye now.